So a couple days ago, somebody left a comment, and it sounded like they might need a little bit of help, or if nothing else, a little bit of encouragement. Because it sounds like recently this person completed their MSF course, the Basic Rider, and that's the Motorcycle Safety Foundation Basic Rider course. It's like a 2-day thing, couple hours on a Friday evening, and then, you know, full Saturday, Sunday. They basically teach you how to ride a motorcycle. So first off, congratulations for that. They also said they picked up a Shadow Aero as their first motorcycle, which I think is an excellent choice, but I am a little biased. But it sounds like the problem they're having is with the weight of the motorcycle itself. Because a lot of the bikes that they provide you in this course, you're going to have, it'll be like a Honda Grom. When I took mine, I was on a Rebel 300. There was a CBR 300 there, some dual sport thing. Generally, it's going to be smaller, lighter, low displacement motorcycles. Which this course is designed for someone who has never touched a motorcycle before, much less ridden one, so those are perfect. But also a lot of those bikes are going to weigh probably about 300, 350 pounds, whereas the Aero, fully dressed, is about 550. I mean, as far as cruisers go, the Aero isn't exactly heavy anyway, but by comparison, especially if you're not used to it, yeah, I could definitely see that. And I think they were trying to figure out what to do. Or I guess how to go about handling the larger motorcycle. You know, and it got me thinking, when I first started riding 3 years ago, I didn't know anything. I mean, heck, it's 3 years later, I almost kind of still don't. Kind of make up a lot of this as I go, but it also reminded me of when I was new. And it made me think about some of the exercises and things I did to kind of help ease myself into things, because Motorcycle Safety Foundation Basic Rider course is there to do two things. One, to teach you how to ride a motorcycle, basically the operations and how to handle the motorcycle. Two, is to teach you the confidence. And it sounds like our friend here has the first one down, but maybe the second one is what they're lacking. And trust me, I get it. When I started out, holy crap. If you were doing 30 miles an hour, it felt like you were hauling butt down the road, you know? So the biggest piece of advice I can give, if you're starting out, is to be patient with yourself. Everybody learns at a different pace. This isn't a race. You don't have anything to prove to anybody other than yourself. You already have a motorcycle. You've already learned to ride it. So you're already way ahead of most people. There's a lot of people out there who would see this and want nothing to do with it. Well, you also have to understand too that you're learning a new skill. Nobody buys one of these, hops on, and then is just the Evel Knievel. Well, sometimes people buy these and then accidentally Evel Knievel themselves. But you know what I'm saying. I mean, nobody's an expert when they start. I've been riding 3 years and I don't consider myself anywhere near an expert. I'm just a guy who knows a little bit about a little bit, I think. And I can only speak from personal experience. And it's understandable and perfectly natural to be nervous. And the best way to build that confidence and just get used to the bike in general is to be out on the bike. A bug just hit me right in the visor. I highly recommend a full face helmet. And it's just one of those things that you're just going to have to do to get better. I mean, it's a skill. You're just going to have to do it. And probably the best thing, you know, when you're starting out is to choose where and when to ride. I mean, don't hop on like your main freaking thoroughfare through your city. As soon as you get your bike, you know, for your first ride, you're not going to have a good time. What I did, and what worked for me, is I'd get out early. Like today is a Sunday morning. It's not even 8:50 yet. Traffic's light, not a lot going on. I can give myself plenty of room if I need to pull up behind somebody. Low traffic, so nobody's really behind me. We could focus on, you know, further developing our skills as a motorcyclist. Scanning our intersections, checking our mirrors, working on our clutch control, and if you stall it, you know what? Hey, that's okay. Everybody does. Everybody stalled their bike in the middle of an intersection and had to duck waddle that thing out of there as quickly as possible because everybody was real patient, everybody was real cool, but at the same time, you feel like a dummy-dum-dum. But that's okay. Everybody's done it. If they haven't, they're not being truthful with you. I think somebody's fibbing. Because I've noticed a lot of times, unless you're intentionally riding like an a-hole, everybody's usually pretty cool. Like, hey, that car went around me. Okay, no big deal, you know? We're just cruising at 40 on a 45. Because we're taking it easy. We're getting used to the bike. We're not holding up traffic. We're in the right lane so that we don't hold up traffic in the left. Nobody's riding their butts. You know, we're being real respectful. We're being predictable by using our turn signal. That's extremely important. And if the road you're on was too busy, go find a new one. Because there is nothing wrong with taking it slow. Because I spent the first couple weeks, man, doing just this. This isn't my neighborhood. This is too nice for me. Probably the old Honda chopper bobber thing, you probably won't be too welcome down here, but this is what I did. I'd go out on a Sunday morning, I'd find a neighborhood, my neighborhood or an adjacent one, and this is it. I'd putt around 25, 30 miles an hour and just take it slow. And I can focus on my throttle control, my clutch control, my brake control, make sure I'm in the right gear for the right speed I'm doing. Which maybe that was second, I miscounted, I was thinking that was third. And then just get used to the weight of the bike. And then as you're riding, you're constantly scanning for pedestrians, cars pulling in and out of driveways. It gets you used to looking. Because you need to have your head up, and you got to be looking around. I'm not saying there's like danger around every corner. Well, there kind of is in a sense. For the most part, this is what I spent my Sunday mornings doing. And honestly, I still only ride in the mornings. I don't get out in the afternoons all that much. There's Bunny Rabbit. Because there's no rule that says when you buy a motorcycle, you have to ride that thing everywhere. Nobody's saying that, oh, you bought a motorcycle, you should be an expert. You took the basic rider course. How come you're not? Oh, you shouldn't be worried about riding a motorcycle. And that's just incorrect. That's the incorrect way to go about it. And if you're nervous about being on the bike or you feel it's too heavy for you, you know what? Not every bike is made for everybody. I love the Shadow 750. I think it's a great bike. I think it's a great beginner bike, but I understand it doesn't fit everybody's needs. But the biggest thing is building your confidence 100%. And like I had said earlier in the video, the best advice I can give a new rider is to take it slow. And remember, you're learning a new skill. It's going to take time. And don't worry about comparing yourself to someone else. And if you're just starting out, I know it can be discouraging, but that's okay. Because in a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, you're going to be able to whip that bike around like it's nothing. So if the person who made that comment happens to see this video, take it slow. Do some early morning neighborhood stuff. And then if you find out the Shadow's not right for you, go find a few other bikes, go sit on a few other bikes, test ride them if you can, and find that perfect bike for you. So once you've mastered that, and you're feeling a little more comfortable and want to get out there amongst the rest of the motorists, but you're still a little nervous about riding in traffic, you can check this video out right here. And as always, y'all be good. See ya!